Hello and welcome back to a new video. We are going to be reviewing some of my recent matches today. I'm currently using this mortar bait deck, which in my opinion is super strong, and I think this is a really great deck to improve as well, because it has so many ways to outplay your opponents, with like the mini P being super great on defense, also having the Mother Witch in here, which in my opinion is one of the most fun cards in the game. Also still running the skeleton army and the minion horde. So let's see. I just played some games which were really nice, so I wanted to show them to you. Let's start with this one. It's gonna be against what is it? Yeah, the witch with pump and giant. I thought like one of you requested that too, so I'm gonna be showing you that today. So we're going to be, I think it's super important to always start with the starting hand. Look at this, we do not have anything like the minion horde or the mother witch in cycle, so I'm not going to be going for the mortar because I cannot support it quite nicely. I cannot do anything on like the opposite lane, like having any range unit or having like the minion horde for like air control. So I'm going to be only going for the Skami here. Normally mortar is an okay first play with this deck, especially because for example, if they're running Hawk Rider, you can have the mini P to defend opposite if he's going for a Hawk Rider. Now I just go for a miner. I notice he's pretty sure not having a Nado, so I go for it in the back. Nice, we get a little bit of chip from the start. And always guys, always cycle against him your Skeleton King against the Dark Prince. That is the best card to cycle against it. You want to keep your other cards usually in the cycle. You can also go for the miner on that, but the mini peak, you gotta save that for the giant, of course. So let's see. He is also not running the evolution. No, not the hero giant, which is also pretty nice. I go here aggressively on the left. I was not sure what he was running, and he just used the pump, and I did not have in my miner, so I thought, why not use the fact that he's pretty low on elixir and try something out. I wasn't sure about his cards, so I just took a little bit of a gamble. Not really like a big gamble, but yeah. He is pretty much up in elixir, so I'm gonna be going a bit. You can't be too aggressive if you're up. If he's up in elixir, you gotta be more defensive. But with this deck especially, it's gonna be super nice to have like you have an amazing defense if you bait the opponent's spells correctly with like Mother Witches behind the tower, and then like a minion horde can take out an entire push. Right there, I just go for my mini P. Here, really nice that he does not have the hero giant. Otherwise, that would have been a bit of a troublesome situation. Yeah, we could have gone for the minion horde too, but yeah, I thought he was going to go for the witch, so I predict with my witch too, and we're going to force out the mini P here, which is pretty nice. And I'm going to be able to kill the mother witch as well, the evolution witch, which is super awesome. Him not having that in offense is going to help us a lot. He does have also the evolution zap, which is super annoying. Again, he's catching my miner, really annoying. But it's fine, we're still up, and again we're cycling the Skeleton King into the into his Dark Prince. And then we're just gonna go for another mortar. On this spot is pretty nice when he does not have the giant placed. Gonna be going immediately for the minion horde high. This way he uses both its spells. Look, really important. We are going for the Mother Witch, for the minion horde on the opposite side of the witch. Super important. Now he has to spell it completely down, and that is gonna be our time to go in with our skeleton army evolution. And look at this push. He has so much on the board. He's like, I don't know, 14 elixir or something, and there we just go for the evolution Skarmy, and he has no chance of taking it out. We just forced out every single small spell from him with his with the minion horde opposite, and now our skeleton army is getting the craziest value, and we take the tower. Super awesome game. Even though he had like 3 pumps down, we controlled the game, we cycled 2 evolutions, we defended nicely, and we took the fact that he had only 2 small spells, which is also pretty like a lot of small spells, to be honest. Baited them out with the minion horde, and then went for a nice aggressive push here. I'm going to be showing this next. It was kind of a close game, but I think it's also important to like look at the games where you're not playing perfect, because learning from your mistakes is, I think, most important thing here. Let's see. I think I will even go for I think maybe a minor only, because I still have no Mother Witch in cycle. Yes, just gonna go for the minor. Always a nice first play. After that we can cycle to any evolution, which is always nice. For example, now I think I'm just gonna go for aggressive mortar and then a Skarmy on defense. He just used his snowball, so it's gonna be nice. I thought he was not having like another small split, but he did, which is totally fine. I'm gonna be going for my Mother Witch here, just because I know he's not gonna really be he's not gonna really having any spam. So I just play it here. It is an okay situation to play it, and yeah, he's still forced to go for a lot of elixir here. Still using 4 there, and he's not gonna have any counter push, and we are gonna even get some chip on the tower. So it's a pretty nice situation for us here. I just noticed he am I going in here with the minion hot? I do not remember correctly. Just gonna go for another miner. It's always nice just to cycle some miners. We're still getting a little bit more chip, and I believe we're just cycling a Skeleton King right here. Actually good timing. We're gonna be able to not really kill the what is it called? The drill here. And this was a pretty shit Mother Witch. Should not have played that. That was my mistake. Should have just let the Skeleton King handle that. Should have gone like opposite or something. But now he used his what is it called? Now he used his poison. So actually is a nice one. Wait. That was actually a good Mother Witch. Now he used the poison, and we're gonna get crazy chip on the tower. He's gonna be able to snowball that, but still that was like 3000 damage. Actually a good snowball. Actually a good Mother Witch. Mother Witch, like in like single elixir, playing that behind the tower, and they're using like their fireball and stuff. If you know the deck completely, that's gonna be an awesome situation for you to go in. Gonna let it go here. I think I just cycle in the back. Having the cannon, like just cycling the cannon here is pretty okay for us. We're just gonna be able to go Mother Witch on the left. I think in this matchup, it's gonna be, if you do not get like the tower and single elixir, you're gonna have to go opposite. I only thought about that like in the end, because I'm still trying to get like the rest of the chip, but I'm not gonna be. I do not have a big spell, so he's just gonna be able to cycle all his furnaces in the same lane as mine. So it's not gonna be a nice situation. Every time he goes in, we're gonna go for the Skeleton King on the drill, and then go for the mini P on the knight and the, what is it called? The furnace, yes. So gonna go for my ability 2, just because I know he will want to force out the small spells. Should have maybe protected on the left the evolution mortar. I think it's totally fine. I'm gonna be going aggressive on that side. I think I should have just gone for the miner like behind the tower, should have gotten the chip. I'm not really sure, because like his tower is so low, like 700, and I think I should have gone like opposite from the start. Like when I realized, like even though we got like 1000 damage, like his tower down to 1000, we should have just gone opposite, because we're not gonna be. Look at our tower; it's slowly starting to like get away, and there we get a really nice interaction. Look at the left side here, I guess. The piggy tanking for the skeletons, super awesome. And we're going to be able to get the left side tower down too now. And now we can apply dual lane pressure, and this is going to get us the win, because it is really important. Like against him, he can like clog up the lane completely, especially with the poison. We're not going to be able to get any value if we cannot go like dual lane pressure. I think I just go opposite here. He just uses his poison, which is awesome for us. Is this still gonna be really, really close? Though I'd say this matchup is quite difficult. There we're just gonna go for the Mother Witch high, not giving him the poison value. I think he should have just gone for the poison and the snowball, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we just applied nice pressure on the left with the miner. And there we get the win finally, yeah. So what has to be noted from this, guys? We gotta think about what to improve, because that was way too close. We should have won that more easily. I think it would have been important to like go dual lane pressure from the start, because if he's running poison, you will not be able to break through anytime soon. This was also a pretty nice game I wanted to show you real quick. We're running against Golem. Again, some beatdown, so gotta be super careful with your aggressive mortars. We do have the mini P in here, so any like giant decks is pretty nice. You can have the mini P for defense, but against Golem it's not gonna be too great. There we just cycle the Skarmy, getting to our evolution here, and we're just gonna defend the Demolisher with our Skeleton King. Also, this deck is super amazing with having like multiple small tanks. We have the Miner here also, and the mini P, so we're gonna be able to have like multiple options, which I think is super awesome, because so many decks are usually running like one small tank. We're gonna be going here for the Mother Witch. He's using the lightning, so I just no, I thought he was not having like another arrows. That was really sad. But I do, again, if you place the minion horde into like the enemy's push, he's not going to be able to react in time, and we are still, look at this, he just went with the arrows, and we would still kill his entire push before the arrows connected. So we are getting nice value from our minion horde. For example, that's the reason why we do not cycle the minion horde again in the back against like anyone with running arrows or another small spell. Gonna be going for the Miner here, just because I think it's always a nice card to force out some elixir from him. And I'm just gonna go for a mini P, I guess here, yes. Unfortunately not in time, so the wizard is still getting some chip, but it's totally fine not getting to the tower completely. Gonna be going here with the minion horde again. I just need to cycle something, and of course I have the evolution Skarmy in cycle, so it's gonna be a nice situation nevertheless. I will not immediately go in because the cage is pretty annoying, so I'll start with a goblin, what is it called? Wait, with a mortar here, but then he went for the golem in the back, so I know he's pretty low on elixir. So now we go with the Miner and the evolution Skarmy. I know he placed his wizard before that, so I'm ready with the vines. Gonna go for the vines immediately, and look at this. We're taking out nearly his entire tower, or getting a lot of damage, and we are able to chip down the golem completely. So now I know he's no golem in cycle, so I go immediately with the mortar opposite. So now he has to defend like both lanes. There he goes for some really bad arrows. I do not know why he went for those. We again go for the Miner prediction on the spot where he went with the wizard before. He's gonna even go for the wizard there when we're able to vines everything here. Super amazing. Gonna be able to take the tower. In this match it is super important to know like when to go in. It was like 30 seconds till deathmatch, and then he went with the golem in the back, and I thought he just used his arrows. We can get crazy value from this skeleton army evolution. Really important. If you have the skeleton army evolution, you can be super aggressive with the minion horde or try to like bait it out. Before, the same with this match, where we had like the minion horde opposite baiting out the zap and the rage, and so we just went with the skeleton army evolution on the right, taking out an entire push. Also pretty nice of a push, like going for when he has no small spell, just the Miner and the skeleton army, because this will force out so much elixir if he has no spell, or like no minions or something in the air where the skeleton army is useless. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this type of video. We did like something we have never done before, I think, like reviewing some matches. Oh, I completely forgot, guys. Again, our clan still growing, guys. If you want to join, this is the clan tag, and I'll be happy. We are still not 50 members, so can still some people join us. Also, if you enjoyed this video, guys, leave a like and follow, and please write in the comments what you thought of this, like more of more analyzing style than just live gameplay.